Maybe that auditor should know that they are, in addition to being accountable to the city manager, that he would also know that they are serving this auditing function to the commissioners. Now, most of the time when we hire an outside auditor, I'm told, don't worry, the auditor will come by your office and introduce themselves. You know, I don't want the auditor to come and introduce myself. I want him to know that he's going to be accountable, responsible to us. I'd like to pay him and have him know that he's accountable to us as opposed to administration. I would welcome George's input because he's very smart, but somebody is going to have to come down like a ton of bricks on some of these departments that for a decade the commissioners have been going, I'm going to do something about that department. I'm going to do something about that department. And you know, for months and months, I'm going to do something about that department. And I don't want to be here a decade later, or like Victor, I don't want to come back 10 years from now and go, I've been saying I wanted to do something for 10 years. So can we, if we're going to have an auditor, can we fashion something that has that auditor being directly responsible to us as the commissioners? And do we have a plan? Can we set up a meeting amongst ourselves, perhaps, to determine how we get something done? If we all understand there's a problem, and we all understand there's a problem for a decade, how do we, as commissioners, get problems solved so that we don't talk about it for a decade? How do we get it done?
Commissioner, may I suggest what often happens when the Commission wishes to have more of an active role in an item, what the Commission will do is assign a liaison that serves on your behalf, whether it was Saul during the discussions with Apogee or then Commissioner Smith when we were trying to settle the disputes with the Royal Palm. The Commission will designate an individual among the Commission who's your liaison, who works closely with the administration. I want to clarify two things. Because first of all, I think we need an audit. I think we need an overhaul of the entire building. I agree with everything that's been said. What I don't want to be lost in this conversation is that I've taken actions. I've not completed, and obviously I've not finished what we've started, but what we've started I knew then was going to get really messy, and it's going to get even more messy. And allegations that were raised, and again, you'll find allegations that are provable and allegations that probably aren't so provable. So we need to take real things, because these are people's lives at stake. We take real allegations and we do real things with them, and real actions take place from a criminal nature